That's class. Now, let's talk about the city you grew up in. You're from the Sac Town, Macamento. You know,
Yeah.
9-1 sickness.
916.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys got a lot. I mean, boxing isn't so popular there. Let's be honest. You know, it's MMA that rules, and you guys got the California Kid, Urijah Faber. How do you coexist with those people?
I'm actually good friends with all those guys. You know, with kind of I've known Uriah for a long time, and most of the guys on the team, you know, I kind of grew up with them. So, and I used to train a while back at Uriah's gym. I still come and visit with them and hang out with them once in a while. So it's pretty cool. You know, I support them in the MMA world, and they support me in my boxing world.
Wow. You know, being an expert technician, which you are known for, you're not I mean, you're 12-1, right?
Right.
And you only have one stoppage in your career, right?
Two.
Okay, so two. I'm sorry, two. So I mean, you're not known as a power hitter. You're known as an expert technician. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more known as being more of a boxer.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and a great boxer at that. I've seen some of the YouTube video of your sparring and your mitt work. I mean, I'm like, wow, man. He should be teaching MMA kids how to do stand up. Is any offers?
Yeah. Actually, I go to Uriah's gym and I work with a few pro fighters out there and help them out with their boxing. You know, whenever I have the chance. So.
That's amazing. Yeah, I just talked to Joel Diaz, Tim Bradley's trainer, and he trains Cub Swanson. And if you follow MMA, he's on a knockout spree right now.
Yeah, I know Cub Swanson.
Yeah, see, so I mean, I love when the boxers get into the MMA world. It's a different kind of chemistry, but at the same time, they always have that respect. Like when Rashad Evans was being schooled down by Bernard Hopkins, he just stood there and took it. I mean, he was a champion of the world at the time, so it wasn't like he could just tell Bernard, hey, take a hike. He stood there and listened, and the respect and admiration he gave that man, it was a breath of fresh air. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
100%. So let's talk about. I mean, I know you're a really a good young man, and you're a class act. I could tell by the just before when we started the interview, we talked. You're a nice guy. I'm not asking you to call anybody out, because you're still young in your career. But I am gonna name a few fighters in the division you're fighting at, because you walk around with probably like about 140 pounds, right?
Probably walk around higher than that. I'd probably walk around about, I'd say 148, 150.
Okay, but you're fighting at 135 now.
135, yeah.
135. You're 5'10", 27 years old. I could think of only one guy, that reminds me of that. That was Oscar De La Hoya. He was the tallest middleweight out there, and he fought a lot of guys, and you have an advantage over a lot of guys like that, probably just in height, because they're gonna have to reach up to hit you. But maybe a few guys who might not have to would be Antonio DeMarco. He's a champion right now at 135. He really had a very peculiar outing this last time. But how would you see yourself matching up with Antonio DeMarco?
I mean, it's a far fight, for me to talk about it. But when I get up there, I think I'll do real well. I mean, I especially being with Virgil in the corner, he'll be able to give you a game plan, and he'll be able to let me know what I need to do to break him down and what I need to do, and I'll go in the ring and I'll execute and come out with the victory. I mean, he's a lefty, he's a good fighter, and what my advantage is, what I have is my speed, and right now we're working on sitting down on my shots, and power will come. We're going to be getting on the strength training program, and everything will fall into place.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of guys out there. I mean, Vasquez is tough. Did you just see the fight between Eric Morales and Danny Garcia?
You know what? I saw some highlights of it. I didn't see the whole fight, but Danny's a hard puncher.
Yeah.
He's a very hard puncher.
He's got a good left hook, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's only 5 pounds higher than what you're doing right now, you know? And
Yeah.
You think if I don't know, you grow from a size 10 to an 11, you know, in shoes, you'll probably grow another 5 pounds in boxing too?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I can't predict the future, but I'm sure in the future, if I'm going to be putting in a little bit more muscle, I can move up to 140 and compete at that weight division. But a lot of guys that compete at 140, they don't walk around at 140. They're pretty big guys, that get down to 140. So
right.
Same thing with 135 pounders. Those guys are pretty big guys. They're pretty strong. So. They're just no walkovers.
That's true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But you got an advantage. You're 5'10", you know? I mean, even at welterweight, guys walk around. I mean, Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, none of them are 5'10".
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to try to use that towards my advantage.
Exactly. So Stan the Man, what is the goal right now? What do you want to conquer?
Well, the main goal in boxing is to get to the top and win a world title, But prior to that, right now is I just got to keep on winning, and I want to make some noise, Each fight we're gonna start stepping it up and getting my name out there and just keep winning. That's my job, is just keep winning. The knockouts, the knockouts will come, the stoppages will come, but I want to make some noise in my division.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.